to commemorate the heroism of American soldiers who fought their way ashore 75 years ago. Washington correspondent Bree Jackson has the story.
It's been 75 years since U.S. forces stormed the beaches of Normandy. Vice President Mike Pence says those heroic actions represent the pride of our country.
As a tribute to all who gave the last full measure of devotion.
Crowds gathered at the D-Day Memorial in Virginia to commemorate the 75th anniversary.
Virginians were very affected by D-Day.
Senator Tim Kaine says it's important to recognize those who sacrificed, including the Bedford Boys, 19 men from the same small town of Bedford, Virginia, who lost their lives on D-Day to protect others.
And even people, living in death camps or living in occupied territory under the suppression of the Nazis, they might not actually have been liberated for another year, but when that invasion began and they heard about it on clandestine radio programs, it gave them hope.
7 decades later, only a handful of D-Day veterans remain. And on this year's anniversary, we saw commemorations all over the world to honor them. At the World War II Memorial, people celebrated survivors and laid wreaths for their fallen comrades. Supporters say moments like this remind us of the greatest generation and their significant contributions.
The freedom they fought and sacrificed so much to defend.
On the 75th anniversary of D-Day, people from all walks of life honor the Allied forces and remember the liberties they fought for. In Washington, Bree Jackson.
Today, we also look back on what one Bossier City veteran encountered on D-Day. He served in the Navy and was there as Allied troops stormed the beaches of Normandy, France. He remembers what he saw when the hatches of his ship opened.
Some floating around because the mines were all cleared yet. A lot of gunfire. We could see the battleship. If you look ahead of them, you could see the projectile go over.
Mr. Jim Holdcroft is now 95 years old. We caught up with him at his home in Bossier City 2 years ago, and fate worked in his favor. An engine malfunction forced him to change ships.
Later on, my skipper told me it's a good thing we didn't get on 46 because it got blown up on the beach.
Holdcroft was an electrician. On D-Day, his job was to keep the sand out of the ship's engine. He says as the historic day unfolded, he didn't feel many emotions because he was too busy doing his job. A pioneer for women in the Shreveport Fire Department is celebrated today by those she helped inspire after nearly 38 years. Chief Patricia Dias is retiring. NBC6's Markel Sinnett joins us now live in studio with more on today's celebration. Markel?
That's right, Jackie. Chief Dias had a career filled with many firsts. A celebration was held for her today at Northwest Technical College. People were able to come out and thank her for her dedication to the city of Shreveport. Chief Dias is the first woman fire inspector for the Shreveport Fire Department.
I am so proud to have achieved what I have achieved and to successfully and bravely survive a lot of things.
During her 37 years with the fire department, she was also the first woman to achieve the rank of captain in fire prevention. She also was the first black woman to head up a division of the fire department. Back to you.
All right, certainly an inspiration. Thank you so much, Markel.
Money Matters, a bus driver shortage continues to plague the Caddo Parish School District. They're trying to fill 60 spots over the summer.
The school district held a job fair today at the Wanda L. Gunn Professional Development Center. No experience is required for the jobs. New employees will be trained to operate a bus and to apply for their commercial driver's license.
It is imperative. This is the only way about 50% of our students get to and from school every single day. So we think that if we have qualified bus operators who are there every single day, that will give our students a jump start on their day because they'll be able to get to school not only on time but early enough to eat breakfast and be prepared to start their school day.
District also offers full benefits. You can still apply on the district's website.
Texas highway officials want to remind you to secure your load as you're traveling the roads. Public safety officials displayed items lost from vehicles outside the Texas Travel Information Center in Texarkana today. Then they showed how these items should be secured according to Texas state law. Officials say an object weighing just 20 pounds, which falls from a vehicle traveling 55 miles per hour, strikes with an impact of a half-ton.
All it takes is just the right air pressure for it to pull it up, and then once the air catches it going down the roadway, it blows right out. And it can blow into somebody's windshield.
I think if my family was behind this vehicle, how would I want that cargo tied down?
Across the country, there were more than 51,000 vehicle crashes because of unsecured loads in 2017. It resulted in 440 deaths.